Hello and welcome to yet another program from the stables of LATV Productions. We are here only for the truth. It's Prince Lanre Adegun, Kabiyesi, as most people call me. I'm here to, just to put paid to some comments I've been receiving lately and a few questions about LATV. Where did you get that money from? Why did you spend so much on Dapo Williams? How close was he to you? Are you Oshun-Williams yourself? Are you from the same family? And all those things. And I thought, it's that time I came and explained why this much has been put on the late Otumba Dr. Dapo Williams from LATV Productions, the whole team. This program is dedicated to explaining to you why we took it upon ourselves at LATV Productions to spend so much of our time, spend so much money, and just to put the record straight. The reasons are multifarious, but bear with me. One, as a father, I thought if Tolu or Wemimo or Simi were my child, biological, would I leave them to keep roaming the world with this stigma? How would I have handled this if I were Dapo? That question came to mind as well. So as a father, I'm looking at other fathers and thinking, anyone can, I don't call children mistakes. It's happened, it's happened. It's not strange, it's not new. But how would you have handled it as a father if you were Dapo? And what would you have done if your wife truly said she did not want to see your children? Will you keep pending it or take heart because you love your wife so much and let the children live with it? Would I continue in a relationship just to make my partner happy when I am not? I'm thinking wider, beyond the Dapo scenario here. I'm just looking back as a father and thinking, okay, if I were that person who had a child before my marriage and in my marriage, how would I have handled it at home? The second bit, that's as a father. The second bit is as a church elder, as a role model, church elder I see as a role model for people within that vineyard. And as Christ's ambassador. How would I have responded or handled this situation if it was brought to me in the church, or a committee was set up and I was made a part of the committee? How would I have, helped to sort out the situation in this instance? The third thing I thought about was, I am a prince. If I eventually get to the throne, how would I address similar issue or issues without being one-sided? The fourth one I looked at was, okay, I am a friend of the Williams family. Like I explained in one of my the episodes or one of the programs we've done before this one, I know them well. And I wined and dined with them. How best will I have been able to help them to sort things out? In my capacity as a friend, as a father, as a church elder, stigmatization and posterity. I looked at it from the same angle with that fatherly look. These are children growing up and having their own lives. How would they ever feel free to walk the streets anymore? Would they be able to work, be at work and have a free mind? Would they not start thinking people are looking at them as those idiots who went to mess up somebody else's burial, or poor children who had been chucked out of their father's home or something like that? And another point I looked at was the truth. Like I always say, one of my mantras is John chapter 8 verse 32. The truth shall surely set you free. I thought I could help to get down to the nitty-gritty of this thing that's gone haywire on the social media, to help set this record straight through my profession, through my capacity or my position in the community. I looked at other things. I looked at my profession as a veteran broadcast journalist, an investigative journalist, a public relations consultant, an entertainment and media law graduate and consultant. And I thought I just have to put my profession to work so that we could get to the bottom of this. That's exactly what I did. I looked at my conscience. If this happened to my child or children and I'd left for the life beyond, would I feel exonerated? Would I feel fulfilled if I didn't do what I did? One other thing I looked at as a criterion to decide to go ahead and do those documentaries was to redeem the images of those concerned. Within my capability, within my professional ability. And I thought that was one of the things I did. There are other reasons. At LATV, as we always say, we are here to demystify lies and rumors. An example was that Dapo was impotent, the children are bastards, he had wives, and so people turned themselves into emergency overnight bloggers and social media professionals and started throwing things right, left, and center, unfounded. We had to jump in. One other thing we looked at that we decided at the meeting before we put those documentaries together was, morally, is it right for a man or a woman who's had a child out of wedlock or you call it outside, for that father who's had a child outside not to be allowed by the wife to bring the child in, and vice versa? Do you understand the scenario? Let's assume it was a woman that had a child outside and the man has not allowed her to bring that child into the home. We also looked at trying to put paid the rumors and let Dapo have a good rest. That was optimum in our decision. I think it's very important for the family as well to just be able to walk freely and let the truth prevail. Like I said, we looked at many things. One other one that came up was, if Dapo were alive and it was one of his closest friends that passed on, and the wife and the children found themselves in this situation, would Dapo, with his pedigree, would he have stepped in? Would he have helped? Would he have done it for others? We looked at that. And then, being somebody blessed with a bit of spiritual inclination, I had a mission, that I had a message to deliver. This coupled with what happened before Dapo passed. I told you we had a pending job. I don't know if you've seen that program, the episode. Not one penny had exchanged hands before Dapo, died. But we had like an understanding. We had a pending job. We had started in a way. We had a pre-production. We had concluded or decided how the format it will take. And we've decided, and Dapo had started gathering, collecting those clips that we will need for that production. And we thought, we took it upon us that we had to finish that job. The fact that it would cost us a few thousands, it would, at LATV Productions, we made sure that that program came out. I will refer you to it on our channel in a minute. It's it's called NIDCOM at One, that is Nigerian Diaspora at One. Diasporans Scorecard. A scorecard from the diasporans or something. We successfully churned that production out. We dropped it and it went to the right place. And NIDCOM and the people who partook in the production and others who have seen it are very pleased with that. We thought, these children are still alive. Why don't we give them a chance to say their own bits? And why don't we give Tina and probably Wemimo a chance as well? We tried until the brother came to the studios voluntarily. We did not charge them a penny. And the family, the members, those who are directly involved, Tolu, Simi, and Yinka, the brother of late Dapo, came to our studio voluntarily to give their own versions of the story. Bisola, Simi's sister, came to the studio as well because she saw a father figure in Dapo when he was alive. Let me tell you what we're not here to do, what we didn't do, what we did not intend and never did, and we never did it. As professionals, we did not apportion blame. We're not here to judge. As professionals, we did not castigate, chastise, scold, or rebuke anyone. We did it without malice, without vindictiveness. Some of the comments we read were that we were here, we lied to help one side. It was one-sided. Some said the presenter, the interviewer, myself, was on Tina's side. Some said I was on Tolu and Simi's side. Some even said I was on Yinka's side. Well, you be the judge of that. What other things we didn't do was that we did not let emotion override our logical thinking or professional judgment. We allowed them to come in with their evidence, documents and evidence to support what they were telling us. And we used some of them. One other thing we didn't do, we did not care whose house is God. And some people have been sending comments, emails, text messages, and even other messages that, "Hoy, invite Chief Mrs Tina Oshun-Williams to your studios so that you have a balanced view of everything." Can I say here and now that we did invite Chief Mrs Tina Oshun-Williams to our studios twice, and she called and said she was not interested. Everything we did at LATV Productions was totally, like they say in the legal profession, it was totally pro bono publico. That is for the public good. Like I said, we invited both sides. But Yinka, Tolu, and Simi came voluntarily to our studios and they were interviewed. And like I said, we sent a message, and then eventually the second time we received a call to say that from Chief Mrs Tina Oshun-Williams to decline our invitation. One other thing I found so trivial during the course of those documentaries was some threats, harassments, and intimidation. At what age? In this profession, we will not succumb to such. We became stronger, unmoved. That job had to be done. The truth had to be heard. Assuming I did not do it, assuming LATV Production did not take it upon themselves to do it, who would have done it? Who would have paid to this? If you look around you, before we started our production, before we started the PR campaign, which we did in form of documentary series, the PR strategy seems to have let out the truth and let Dapo rest well at last. The fire that's been burning with rumors and things flying around has been doused. It's come down, just died like that after seeing the truth. The family are also healing slowly, but surely. In the comments, if you read through them, some people have criticized my interview technique. Some have given us a lot of constructive criticisms, which you've taken on board. And at my age, I've been in this profession for quite a while, more than 40 years. And still, I take criticisms, be it constructive or otherwise, I take them seriously. For those that have replied on the comments page, forgive me if you think I'd offended you, but I am open to criticisms. One other thing I haven't said, which I need to really, really say here and now, this is the opportunity for me to do that, is to say thank you immensely. Thank you very, very greatly for being there, for your comments, for your encouragement, as well as for your subscriptions, that the public wants to know the truth and we should give it to them. On behalf of LATV Productions, we thank you. Prince Lanre Adegun, Kabiyesi. You never know. If you need our help or something that we could discuss and see that is worth helping with at LATV Productions, be it personal or otherwise, we'll be able to tell you if we can help. Please get in touch by calling us or sending your message to the email address here. Thank you for watching.